There's a fixer that we have invited to the studio, and we are delighted to have him here with us today, Telvin Mburu. Telvin works in the matatus that ply Nairobi to Rongai. This particular matatu is called Audiophile. Now, this is following a story that was posted on social media by Viola Nekesa, who said, "I'd like to give appreciation to this Rongai matatu called Audiophile. I was in town waiting for a bus to Rongai. I was not feeling well. Standing outside Naivas, this matatu came and I boarded it to Rongai since I knew I wanted to get home faster and seek treatment. On our way, I developed breathing complications, which got worse. The crew on board noticed and alerted the driver. The driver diverted the matatu full of passengers to the Nairobi West Hospital emergency wing. The crew even carried me to the bed where treatment began. Words can never be enough. One of the crew members stayed with me till I was referred to Sinai Hospital, Rongai, at midnight. His name is Telvo, and the driver was Benson Kana. Thank you so much, Audiophile Expresso Sacco, for saving my life. I'm currently doing better at Sinai." Now, NTV reached out to Viola Nekesa herself, and she narrated the story on camera. So first, let's see what Viola said on camera, and then we shall introduce Telvo.
On our way to around Nyayo, there's just Bunyala roundabout. By then I was sweating. I was sweating all over. I'd removed my sweater. I was actually struggling to just get air because the matatus are full and people are standing near the door. So I tapped some guys who were there and told them, "Could you give me some space? Nataka upepo." I even opened the window. But by the time we were getting to that Nyayo roundabout, I could hardly even speak. I was trembling, I was shaking.
So that is her, and she was so grateful for what she saw and she felt that this crew did, and even the other passengers who were like, "Yeah, let's go there." So NTV also caught up with Telvin Mburu, who is the guy who stayed with her all the way in hospital. He's the guy that you see there in the picture with dreadlocks. He's here in the studio. Telvin Mburu, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Hey, you guy.
Yeah.
You are a superstar.
Thank you so much.
You are a fixer.
Thank you so much.
This is it. Sindio?
Yeah.
When NTV caught up with you, you said you don't need a title to do the right thing.
True.
Now.
Yeah. Agreed. Fixing with kindness.
Yes. You don't need a title to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah.
You shall quote this.
I will. You don't need it. I'm writing it down.
Sindio?
Yes.
Beautiful, man.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
So Jano always gives us a quote from somebody who has said something in the past. Today's quote?
Yes. Soon we'll be quoting you, Telvin, by the way.
Thank you so
if you watch or listen to the show, a few weeks from now, we'll be like, "Who said that, Telvin?" We're fixing the nation. In 2016, during the Democratic National Convention, Michelle Obama said, "When they go low, we go high." She said this because there was a political climate that had a lot of attacks, criticism, and she said, "I don't need to match criticism and beef for beef. I'm not beefing with anyone. I'm just saying, they want to go low, we go high." That's the quote for today.
That makes a lot of sense.
So much sense. Yeah.
In everything that she said. Then.
Yeah.
Who is Telvin?
Oh, what simply I can say is just that Telvin is just a mere hustler, a Christian who is born again. Despite you seeing me here with dreadlocks, yeah, I am born again.
Yeah,
and someone who loves helping people a lot. Someone who is, I simply don't know how I can define Telvin much more than that.
That's holistic.
Yeah.
Right? He's a Christian and he lives to help other people.
Yeah, exactly.
You work in these mats that apply from Nairobi to Rongai.
Yeah.
It's Audiophile.
Yeah, Audiophile.
Yeah. Why is it called Audiophile? Do you know?
Yeah, basically, okay, unajua, in terms of when we're dealing with this matatu culture, every matatu has its own name and the name symbolizes something. Like, for example, you'll get that matatu that is my matatu, which is called Audiophile. It's called Audiophile because what do we get from the name audio?
Sound.
Sauti. Sindio? Exactly. So actually, when you check on the picture of that matatu, on the door it is written loud music, caution. So when you come to this, it emphasizes on, for example, when we come to the industry, the reason as to why we have nganyas, okay, we have, it's not more about transportation. At times, the reason as to why we have that loud music in the vehicle is to create a lively experience for passengers also. There are people who they love being in that lively experience.
They just want to party,
like, yeah,
as they go home.
it just
Makes them feel
yeah,
good.
exactly, kind of. So that is what I can say it means from the name audiophile. Yeah.
When did you join this industry?
I started at a young age, personally. It was not a good part on my side, because definitely, okay, before I continue any more further, I saw in the comment section people saying, I guess Super Metro are watching and blah and stuff and all that, but I really want to appreciate them. And to the directors, the CEOs of the Super Metro, I'm really grateful for them, because actually I started there. And I was not out, I was just a random guy, filling the buses, getting my 20 shillings, 10 shillings, 30 shillings. At that time, I was done with my Form 4, my KCSE. I got a C+, by the way, but I never got a chance to continue with my education due to family reasons and stuff. So once I went there, I started with the Kitengela route. I used to stay in Kitengela, not in a house, to be precise. Yeah, I used to sleep in those buses. That is why I'm so grateful to them. So that those 20 shillings, 10 shillings that I used to get from them, they really helped me a lot. At least I could eat something. Then in the evening, maybe I could just go in one of the buses, hop in, go to the back seat, get some rest. So with time, I came to Nairobi now. When I came to Nairobi, I also used to work for them here in where their stage is here, just here opposite Imenti. So I used to also fill the buses there for them. And in the evening, in return, I will get a place to sleep, and at least I will have some money to
buy food.
Yeah. And I also want to appreciate someone who also helped me a lot. Kwa sababu at times I tell myself that, cleanliness is next to godliness. I know you're wondering where I used to shower, where I used to.
Next.
Yeah. I know. I've noticed you wanted to ask me that.
You got him before.
Yeah. So there is this a public toilet on your way to bus station. I had a friend there. He used to work night shift. So he really listened to my story, and he was so touched by me, and he couldn't help me much. But the least he could do, at least every morning before I woke up, at least when I woke up in the morning at around 3, 4, because the buses usually wake up at that time, I used to go there, take a shower. I had like 2 t-shirts, 3 t-shirts. I used to buy this ones that goes for 100 shillings, you know what I mean. So I used to buy I had just 1 trouser, but a couple of t-shirts. So I would go bathe, wash a t-shirt, hang it there, go my daily hustle, come back in the evening. At times I would even spend the night with him there, just talking. I find I've just slept around there. So yeah, I really appreciate him. I don't know how I can get to reach him, but
you appreciate him. Yeah. How long did you do this for, Telvin? How long was that your life?
I did it for almost 2 months before things got better on my side. I also appreciate my dad, and I still love him. I know he's watching probably, and I still love him, and I appreciate him, because after those 2 months, he took me, gave me a single room, told me, okay, you can start from here. And I said, thank you, I will. I went, started my life there. Before I went to Rongai, I was in Kasarani. So I was going with this mart in Kasarani known as Invisible. So that is when I got to know people. Yeah, and I don't know, it's so emotional on my side. So yeah, that is how I started my life. That is how, God helped me. Here I am today. Then after Kasarani, now that is when I went to Rongai. So when I went to Rongai, I was before I got that audio file, I was going with another vehicle known as Funkadelica. Yeah, I also appreciate...
Funkadelica.
Exactly.
Hey, boss. This is the Ronga.
Yeah. I also appreciate the owner, Madam Boss Kyla or Lucy. I appreciate her so much. So, and also there's an incident during that time while I was with that vehicle, just not long ago. We were on our way to Naivasha, and a lady also she didn't feel okay. She was not well, but it was not that serious. So she only needed first aid. And the same hospital that I took Viola to after she was transferred to Sinai, it is the same hospital I took this lady, though it was just for first aid, that Sinai hospital. Maybe the doctor that they can recall. So yeah, what I simply mean is that helping people and kindness, like, okay, whatever I've gone through in my life, it has made me to be who I am today. At times people tend to judge you because of how you look. Maybe at times having these dreadlocks, it's not like it is something that we really want, we really admire to have. Situations put us in such a situation, you see. So
don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah, get to know the person, get to know the kindness, get to know the story.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
that is what I can say, because right now it's when I'm saying people around comment section, online platforms saying, I know this guy, he's a good guy, and I'm like, oh, so the small things that I was doing, they really mattered to you guys.
Yeah, they made a difference.
Actually, even me helping Viola, I never thought that it would bring me to such a place. I never thought. Actually, I was just doing it out of goodwill, because I lost someone so important to me due to negligence. I was never there to see that happen, but can you imagine being given a story that basically, oh, your mom was sick and she was saying she's sick, but the people who are with her, they never bothered to take her to hospital, to do this and this for her. She passed on while they were watching, you see. So at times during that incident, when Viola was in the vehicle, actually she tapped me and told me, can you just excuse me a little bit? I need some fresh air. I was not alone. Unajua kawaida ya these nganyas, at times during the evening, you find you carry a lot of other touts. Maybe they were not at work, maybe they were just coming to do their own shugulis and stuff. So when they see the car, they'll just hop in. They want to get a ride home. So I was not alone. So when she tapped me, I gave her some fresh air. I opened the window for her. I told people to excuse at the door. Then when we were around that Nyayo roundabout, she told me I can't breathe. She was shaking. She was just so helpless, you see. So I looked at her and I imagined, I lost one person due to negligence. Can I lose another person? No. So immediately, we had passed even Nyayo. We were on our way to Rongai. So immediately, I knocked the vehicle and told the driver, no, there's someone who is not feeling well and we need to take her to hospital. And she can't be able to manage to get to Rongai. So the nearest hospital is just here behind. So the driver had to reverse the vehicle. He reversed the vehicle. I am also grateful to all the passengers who were in the vehicle, because they never complained. They understood the situation. We took her to the hospital, to the emergency wing. My other colleagues helped me carry her. We took her, she was attended to. But now when she was being attended, I looked at her and noticed I can't leave her here. Because first and foremost, I don't think anyone knows that she's in an emergency. No. Secondly, she's not someone I know. Yeah, she's just I've never, it was my first time carrying her. So I can't say that I've been carrying her, that is why, yeah. So I looked at her and said, no one knows she's here. And the situation that she's in, this person cannot be okay anytime soon unless after proper medication. So I told the other people, you just go, because we always two in the vehicle. Because the other guy is there, the driver is there, and you other guys, you're there. You go to Rongai, take people to Rongai, finish whatever we started in the morning. And if possible, I even went to an extent and told them, if possible, if you feel like you need to be paid, whatever was supposed to be paid in the evening, you can kindly have it, because life is priceless, you know. So they went. I remained there with Viola. I remember before she passed out, I asked her, do you really trust me? She was like, yes. I told her, I don't have any access to, I don't know you, I don't know any of your people, but if you really trust me, can I kindly have your phone password? And she told me, okay. She gave me. I'm the one who took care of all the details they needed. Or in terms of insurance, I'm the one who called her insurance. I'm the one who registered her. I'm the one who made sure she was all the lab, the test and everything. I'm the one who spoke to the doctor. So after all the test and everything, when she was told that she's being transferred to Sinai, it was almost around 11:40, almost midnight. So I talked to the doctor. The doctor told me, she's going to be fine and everything. I remember I watched her in that hospital bed. I even held her hand. I think there's a point she said I even held her hand. I even held her hand because I was like grateful. I thank God because at times people, I usually tell people, even my colleagues and my workmates, you don't need to do something big so that people can notice you, and you don't need to do things so that you can be noticed. Just do things out of goodwill. No, when the time is right, when God's time is right, it will definitely bring you. It will definitely come to you.
Yeah, and do the thing which is right.
Exactly.
Because for you, you were saying the best thing I can do in this situation is help her.
I just needed her to be okay. I just needed her to be safe.
Yeah.
So once I noticed she was okay, when I held her hand, I was like, I wish I would have held my mother's hand in this type of a situation, but now it is not possible.
You know, Telvin, as you were saying this, all of us are as emotional as you are. You know? And not just us, even our community of fixers. Pauline Mungai says, great to have Telvin fixing the nation. Don't let the dreads define who you are. Thank you for your kindness. Smallest ever says, so inspiring. You can read Stephen's comment.
Yeah, Stephen says, thank you, Telvin, for what you did for Viola. One act of kindness is a seed of humanity. It sprouts and spreads to many more people. May God bless you and prosper your hustle. We'll get into how you worked with the driver, the role he played, but I believe we have a caller on the line from Meru, Polycarp from Meru. Polycarp, good morning. Thank you for calling Fixing the Nation. Yes, talk to us. Talk to Telvin.
Habari yako madam?
Mzuri sana.
Naitwa Polycarp Kobia na nimetokea upande wa Meru. Sasa mimi nimependezwa na roho hiyo kijana ambaye anameonyesha ile kitu ambaye iko Kenya kwamba inawezekana kuwa na huruma bila kutarajia malipo. Sasa mimi na suggest hivi, kwa sababu NTV na Nation FM ni stations ambazo zinaonekana hata Ikulu. Huyo kijana ni Mkenya na roho nzuri. Akona roho nyeupe kabisa kama ya malaika. Huyo kijana NTV na Nation FM impublish jina yake kila mali duniani. Apate kazi mzuri, aweze kusaidia humanity kwa miaka yake ambayo imesalia duniani. Ni hayo tu. Naitwa Polycarp kutoka Meru. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Asante sana, Polycarp. Wow, powerful.
I agree with what Polycarp has said. I think this is part one of that. Definitely. It's giving Telvin a platform to share his story and to get even to understand the psyche, because tunaweza soma, we could read the headline and say that, you know, Telvin is an amazing guy, he did this, but now you understand his motivation. You understand where he was coming from, what was driving him, his passions, all of that, and I think that's a beautiful thing to see. There's more comments on YouTube, and people are just feeling that Telvin, you're amazing for what you did for Viola. But Amana Cottages says matatus do not only carry people, they carry our burdens, the frustrations that the bosses put in us. They carry the payslip frustrations inflicted by the government. Say thank you for me. So thank you, Telvin.
Telvin, I just want us to put the screen again, the YouTube comments. And Telvin, if you can just look at the screen yourself, the bottom comment there. Can you see it? 8:26 a.m.
Viola Nekesa.
Read it.
Watching this. Thank you so much.
Who's
Telvin.
that?
Viola Nekesa.
Yes. She is watching. Viola herself, the lady whose hand you are holding in hospital.
That she told him.
Yes.
And obviously she's doing better, hopefully.
Yeah, she is doing
and
better.
I'm sure you'll stay in touch with her.
Yeah, I've been in touch with her ever since she was in hospital. She got discharged yesterday, and I'm grateful to God. So I know she's watching, and I also appreciate you, Viola. Thank you also so much, and I'm glad that you're doing okay. And may you be blessed. Thank you so much.
If you don't mind me, Telvin, I want to do the thing that I do.
Yeah.
I dig a bit. So let's go back into you, fourth form, C+, and the tragedy in your family, right?
Yeah.
What school were you in?
Okay, I schooled in my primary. I schooled in Embu, a school known as Kamodhada Boarding Primary School. Yeah, that is where I schooled. I got 397 in my KCPE. I was called to Chavakali High. I never got to go to Chavakali High. It's a national school, by the way.
Yeah.
But I never got to go to Chavakali High School. So instead, I went to Thika High. Thika High, things got a bit tough for me I couldn't handle the situation in Thika High School. So I preferred to go back to Western, where I was called, because Thika High was also not my place of choice. So I went to another school in Western, in a sub-county known as Kuisero. It's known as Muhila Boys. So I schooled in Muhila Boys.
Muhila?
Yeah, Muhila Boys. So I schooled in Muhila Boys till Form 4. And I guess most of... Okay, when I entered here, remember you asking me, who raised you? Okay, I can say that in collaboration with Muhila Boys, my dad is also a big part of me being the kind of a man, or the kind of a gentleman that I am today. Because one thing that I grew knowing, grew learning from him, was that respect is paramount, regardless of anyone, whether big, whether small. Respect is paramount. And even in Muhila Boys, I also appreciate the staff there. My class teacher, Mr. Enoch Welandinya, I still remember him. Yeah, my principal. I also appreciate them a lot, because they also taught me that disrespect won't take you anywhere, or let me say arrogance will never take you anywhere.
Hakuna mahali kiburi na kupeleka. Ebu pause. We'll come back and continue this story after the break. So guys from Muhila Boys, shout out to your former schoolmate Telvin Mburu. He's our guest today, and we are shedding the spotlight on somebody who's doing good. This is what Fixing the Nation is all about. Doing good. You don't need a title to do the right thing. That is what Telvin Mburu has said. This is what he does, even as he works as a matatu tout for Audiofield that plies Rongai route. Time for that break at 8:30. We'll be back shortly. We'll hear your comments. We'd like you to give your shout-outs to Telvin after this. Telvin Mburu is the guy who's in the studio today, big fixer. And he is fixing this nation by just spreading kindness in whatever he does. He works as a matatu tout for matatus operating in Nairobi to Rongai called Audiophile. And he, just the day, what day was it?
Juicy.
It was on a Saturday.
It was on Saturday.
Yeah,
on Saturday there was a passenger who was not well in his mat, and Telvin and the driver and the other conductors in the mat decided, let's take her to hospital. Telvin was left behind, stayed with her at Nairobi West until she was transferred after the emergency situation, taken to Rongai Hospital. He went with her up to the moment when she was admitted. And he's here today telling us his story.
And it's so powerful. And we'll get into the feedback, because today we have overwhelming feedback from our fixers. But Telvin has spoken to us a little bit about where he came from.
Yes.
I want to know a little bit about where you want to go. You said you got a C+.
Yeah.
That's a good grade. What sort of dreams or aspirations do you have? What did you want to do if you got a chance to go back to uni?
Okay, personally, I would want to pursue law, because I guess it has always been in me ever since I was a little kid. I started with, I wanted to pursue medicine, but I guess I couldn't, because you see, you understand, while you can't study with too much going on in your head.
Yeah.
So definitely, and medicine is a course that needs to, no course, there's no simple course. All of them needs you to concentrate. So
but medicine needs like concentration pro max.
Yeah, pro max. Exactly. Yeah. So I really envied to pursue law, because like I said, helping people is something that is in me. And at times I used to watch this. There was this it's called what? There was this program that used to air on NTV about people locked up. Others are locked up not because they actually committed a crime, but they were framed by someone. So at times I used to watch it, and I was like, I want to be helping people. I want to see I don't want to see someone being jailed up for something that he or she did not commit, you see. So I really envied, and I really wanted to study law. Actually, really passed in my history. History, I guess, is it's the subject that I passed most. I thank God anyway. So that is what I really wanted to do. But
do you still want to do that?
I would love to. But you're told that, what we're told is that when God has great plans for us. So plans to bring us prosperity and not disaster. So as much as I couldn't pursue that, I said it's okay, and I told God, whatever plans you have ahead for me, may they prosper, may they be of benefit to my side. Yeah.
We have Kinyanjui on the line, but I want to believe that it's a dream maybe put on pause, but not on hold. Sindio, but we have Kinyanjui on the line right now who wants to just give you your flowers. Good morning, Kinyanjui.
Kinyanjui.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Karibu sana. Please give Telvin his flowers.
Asante sana.
Go on.
Yes.
What did you want to tell Telvin?
Nataka kumwambia I'm not really sure where he's doing. Lakini naweza kumpatia kabisa mahali yaanze kuja.
Bedsita.
Unaweza mpea?
Kumpita mahali. Alipakuka wapi?
Location wapi?
Lolongo.
Mlolongo.
Ya hii kitaibu taisia.
That's
Asante
amazing.
sana,
Asante.
Kinyanjui. We'll take your number, Kinyanjui, and then we'll put you in touch with tutachukua namba yako. Na pia tutapatia Telvin namba yako, alafu muongee baadaye. Asante sana.
Okay, just give me the contact. You can arrange where to meet.
Sawa. Thank you very much, Kinyanjui.
Asante sana. Telvin, I think your life is about to change.
It's just,
Amen.
you know,
Big time.
it's a cycle of kindness.
That's
you know,
true.
Telvin did an amazing thing for Viola. Kinyanjui is trying to do something good for Telvin, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
When you're told, do one nice thing today,
Yes,
the next person does it, and the next person does
I
it.
love that, the power of kindness. I like the verse that you are quoting, and I think it ends with plans to prosper and give you a hope and a future.
Yeah.
Jeremiah. You know, I think the reason why people are celebrating you so much, Telvin, is people feel like we're in a time where we don't necessarily see a lot of kindness.
True.
I don't know. I guess people are hustling, people are stressed, whether it's the economy, whether it's the politics, but you somehow found it in you. Even though all that is happening, you found that kindness in you. I know it's who you've always been, but you carry forward with it. How can you talk to other Kenyans to find some kindness and hope in them to also do something like you did?
Okay, what I will definitely tell people out there is that, as I said, like ignorance, arrogance won't take you anywhere. That is first and foremost. Secondly, we are all living in difficult times. We have difficult situations. Okay, there's something I used to tell my customers, even in town, when I'm carrying them. I usually tell them, once I see he or she looking gloomy, they can advocate to this. Once I see he or she looking gloomy, I usually come and ask, and by the way, what's up? Why are you this gloomy? Are you okay? Yes, I am okay. Are you sure you're okay? Yes. Maybe I will give a joke, maybe the person will smile, and I will tell them, every day when I wake up, whatever I usually aspire to do in a day, at least make someone smile. Be the reason for someone to smile. You see? Because we say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's new kweli. So me wambia too, like, I just need you. Just that smile, even if it is once. I know you're going through a lot. I know we're living in difficult situations. Okay, I've been a victim of depression, by the way. I've ever tried to be suicidal. I've ever taken even nilikunywa hadi sumu. But God akaniambia, sasa wewe uko na kierere. Kuna mali unaenda. So, despite me consuming poison and everything, God told me, no, I have plans for you and you're not going anywhere. And imagine, can you imagine, I drank that, I slept, in the morning I woke up and I'm like, hey, kwani mtu unaamkanga penye huko? Niko tu hapa. And I'm so okay. Then after some time ndo nasikia, my stomach is not giving. So when I went to the hospital, after I was tested, the doctor told me, I was tested that time I was in Kasarani. So the doctor told me, hey, your blood is infected. What did you do? And I was like, I didn't want to say, because I knew at times it can even jail you. You're not allowed to take your own life.
Yes.
You see. So I just kept quiet. he injected me. Imagine I vomited all the poison and I was so okay. And after some time, the doctor is the one who is telling me, I know what you did, but sijui mbona, but imagine you're just one of a kind. You're one of a kind, because at times people do take hata hiyo kidogo tu mtu anakunywanga unapata mtu amekufa for no good reason. Mimi nilikunywa mingi mzima, but I am here. So the doctor told me, here no, this yours is just something special. Just,
it was a message. We have somebody else on the line, and I'd like to go to them. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Viola Nekesa.
Viola, here she is.
Telvin just smiled
Thank you so much.
when he clocked the voice and the name.
Yeah.
What do you want to say
Thank
to
you so much.
Telvin, Viola? And I hope you're doing well, by the way. We hope you're doing well and recovering.
Yes, I'm doing better. Got discharged yesterday. I'm still under medication and resting, bed rest. But I'm so grateful that this is happening. I did that post innocently because I felt an urge of appreciating even the driver who had not met or seen. And I remember asking Telvin to share the picture of that matatu and his name and his phone number, the driver's name, just to appreciate them. I didn't know this far God can work it's true, God can work in mysterious ways. I like words, I'm so emotional right now. But thank you so much, Telvin. Your good heart, your kind deeds, your actions that you did for me, it was time for God to repay you. And I'm so glad that all that you've passed through, all that you're saying to us right now that we didn't know, God decided it's your time. And I told you one thing the other day when we came to visit in hospital, and I said, God is a God of seasons and times, and he decides which season should happen at what particular time. What you did is what God is now showing the whole world, how innocent and kind you are. May you never go back. May you continue with that kind heart, and may God repay you in ways that we human beings cannot understand. Let it be a mystery to us, and may your light shine. Thank you so much for saving my life. If not for you, if not for your actions, my kids will not have a mother right now. My parents will not have a daughter right now. But thank you. Thank you so much for you and your circle, your bosses, and your driver, Benson Kana. I know you did not get your salary that day. I know that night was hectic for you. But thank you so much. May this country, may this nation appreciate your efforts that I cannot do much, but let the world know that you exist. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, NTV, for the opportunity. Fixing the nations. These are the kind of people that we want. This is the kind of leadership that we yearn for. These are the kind of words that should go deep to people's hearts, not whatever we are going through right now as a nation. Because I remember I cried when I heard the story of that passenger was thrown out. So I was just remembering on that sick bed, what if this was my story? What if this was the incident that was going to happen to my life? And you told me, do you trust me? And I remember hours later, that these people don't exist. You are just one of a kind. And I've just seen some posts saying that we should do a wedding, we should go and get married. But what I want to say is that Kenyans, we still have good people. Good people still exist, and these are the kind of people who should be sitting on these big positions, those chairs. May nations know you. That's what I pray, and I've been telling God since that day. God, remember Telvin and whatever I've gone through. I know you've shared your story also to me, how you struggled as a kid, how you struggled without your mom, without the parental love and care. But see, the whole nation is embracing you. Kindly, if anyone can do something for Telvin, even the driver, not only Telvin, but if someone can really touch Telvin in a good way and open his door, let this be the beginning of his success.
Viola, thank you very much. You're making the entire nation balance tears. Do you have enough tissues in the studio? We don't have enough tissues in the studio. But let the tears just flow freely. Thank you very much, Viola. I mean, that's a beautiful prayer. And, even Viola herself, just the fact that she went out there to appreciate and acknowledge, it's something big. Because something we also don't do a lot of.
It isn't. I think this is a good time to give Telvin and everyone to process the emotions as we just for a minute sidestep from this current conversation. We'll come back to it. In the previous hour we were speaking to
It's the
Susan.
same conversation.
It's the same conversation.
It's the same conversation. That we have somebody who's joining us now. And Telvin would like you to also watch this. Watch this on the screen. Somebody who's joining into this conversation, the National Transport and Safety Authority and TSA. George, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Eric and team?
Very
Good
well.
morning.
Well, we've been okay. We're balancing our tears here, but yeah.
But we're good.
We're all good. Please speak to Telvin directly. Let's not even interject here.
Yes, thank you very much. I was watching right from the onset when you started off the show, and it's truly amazing to listen from the other side of it. You know, from our side as NTSC, as a regulator, and Ghanaians are usually our challenging area. Kevin knows what we always do, especially on 125 and the challenges we face, the issue of the kamangeras. I know you call them touts, but we know what really challenges you face. But you provided a face of humanity, a face of where you're fixing the sector step by step. As she was saying, Viola, a few minutes ago, we've been having a few challenges of cases of indiscipline in this sector, but you've really brought back the face that when everybody leaves home in the morning and they go to work, we should all do our best. So rather than saying you're fixing the nation, you're actually fixing the sector by providing the humanity required. And to Viola and the team, to Benson, the driver who took time, to the owner of the vehicle who also played a role by providing good, disciplined, both the driver and the tout. And as you said one day, Eric, are you a competent driver? Or are you just a driver? Are you a competent tout? Do you have the humanity? Do you have the customer service and experience? And this is something that we're going to build on. So, Eric, when we finish this, I already reached out in a different way to Kelvin and the team. We're trying to figure out what to do because he's truly an ambassador of what we'd like to see in the transport sector. The true part of where when you come across somebody and you know currently at the moment in the nation, we're facing cases of depression, the issues of mental stress, financial stress. Kevin are the people who meet 25, 35 people every sector. So in a day, he'll meet 200, 300 people in a day. And if this is the way he's facing and talking to people, this is the people we need to fix the sector. So we shall be reaching out to Kevin after this to see how to, especially bring back the humanity part to the sector. So, and thanks a lot to Nation TV for really highlighting this and taking the time. To Viola, please get well soon. To your family, I heard you saying that people are saying you should get married. I'm not sure about that, but Kevin seems to be still an eligible bachelor. I don't know. So, but Kevin, I really wish you the best. I had your aspirations in the law sector. I had your school. I really paid attention to you, and you're truly a voice to reckon with. And we really want you to be part of our ambassadorial team in fixing the sector. The tout sector, the Kamangara sector has always been underestimated or deemed in a very negative way. You're given a face back to it. And truly, the dreads do not speak to who you are. It's just a personality that is in your heart. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you directly. And to Benson and the owner of the vehicle, to Viola and to the hospital taking care of her. Please get well soon, and we shall be in touch.
Thank you very much, George. John Jao, the Director General of NTSA. George, you're saying that you have, on the other side, you're still having conversations with Telvin and the Matatu crew. Would you mind telling us a bit about the kind of conversations that you're having?
No, we had reached out through, I didn't have Kevin's direct number. So one of his team members is called Sam Kagwe. I told Sam, can you find me Kelvin so that we can have a discussion with him? And that was part of the plan because now that I've even listened to him, and again, that's what I'm saying, the show has really brought another version of Kelvin. So initially, we're looking at it from the ambassadorial side of the PSV as a tout. But what he has shown is that these are people who have a strong education background. If you listen to the schools he has gone to, he's actually, if you listen to how he's articulating his efforts. So we even talked to the comms team here currently at the moment, Anthony and the team. So we'll get immediately after this call and get in touch with him and now directly deal with him and now go through ambassadorial people to go through to him. So we shall get through to him once we finish this call.
Thank you. Asante sana, George.
Okay.
Well done, Telvin. Well done. Not just from George Njao, from NTSA, not just from Viola, of course, that's a special one, because she is talking about what she felt that you did for her. But also there are very many other people. Kenyanjui has said, let's get in touch. I've got a bed sitter here ready for you. We're going to put you in touch with Kenyanjui. You talk to him. How would you react to Kenyanjui's offer?
I'm very grateful. It's not, I can't take it lightly, because at the end of the day, you say that small thing, the small things that you do define who you are. You don't need to do that something big so that it can define that you're a good person. But just that small act of kindness really means a lot, and I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for his proposal. Maybe we'll reach out to him afterwards. Maybe we can talk and communicate and share more.
Indeed. Many other people. Pauline Mungai says, today we are all crying. Lesson is kindness goes a long way. Put a smile to someone out there. People are going through a lot, some sort of struggle. Lenny, Telvo, you've inspired most of us here and beyond. Leah Wanjiro, Telvin, may God always be on your side. It's so emotional. Dorothy, Telvin, may God open doors and set you above your heart's desires. As a mother, I've cried to hear this story. Watching from Chuka. Kieron Vacation says,
he says, you guys have made me shed tears for real. We have good people out here and reminded me a lot of my previous experiences, but here I am, and I'll also wish to support this crew. And Telvin, the support doesn't end there. We have a conference called Man Cave Recognition. He's a big part of it. Would you like to tell Telvin what you have in store?
So Telvin, later this year, on the 15th of June, on Father's Day, but then on the 14th of June, before Father's Day, men will be meeting. And there's a conference called Man Cave, organized by NTV and Nation FM and other Nation Media Group products. And so that day is where men just sit and men talk. I will be one of the MCs on the day, and we are offering you a ticket. Please come and join us on that day.
Thank you so much.
Come and talk to us. You know, men also need to know about kindness.
Yeah.
That you don't need a title to do the right thing.
Exactly.
You also don't need a title to be noticed.
Exactly.
It's not about all those things.
Yes.
So, Telvin, please come and join us on the 14th of June as we have our Man Cave.
And as we approach the end of the hour, we now want to extend kindness to you. So, on behalf of everyone,
We had
ovation.
This is it.
Standing ovation.
Telvin, this is to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a wonderful, wonderful job you've done and continue to do. And in the gallery, they're clapping for you.
Lisa, even in the gallery, I wish we could have the camera there.
Yes.
You can even see
That's a different way to
behind
host
us,
it, right?
the cameraman. Yeah. Take that shot. We are all appreciating you.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
May God continue to bless you.
The way Viola has spoken blessings into your life, I think we also are. Hers mean a lot more because of what you've done for her. But please do feel appreciated, Telvin.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I really appreciate
Coming to the top of the hour, keep it here. In the next hour, we talk about how you can use legal ways to preserve your wealth. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a different conversation, but yeah, we need it. So time to breathe. We'll be back shortly.